Yo, what up, everybody? This is your man, Edgardo Cervantes, and welcome to my first official movie review. And I'm glad to start it off with Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. And boy, let me tell you, it has a lot of good stuff, a lot of good concepts for this movie. But then there's some missed opportunities. But by the way, before I give you a full review of this movie, I just want to give a shout out to my beautiful girlfriend who saw it with me. So thank you, Karen, for joining me to see this movie. Now, so with that, let's get started with the movie. So this will be a no spoiler review, so just let you know, so there won't be any spoilers, so that way you guys could experience this watching this in the theaters, especially on IMAX. Well, I personally didn't see this on IMAX, but there were some great elements that they used from the IMAX cameras. So there's that. But all I could tell you is that this is a great cinematic experience because you get to see two of the most iconic superheroes of all time, Batman and Superman, on the same screen. This is the first time in history that this happened. So this is a great experience and even a great time to be a comic book fan, and especially for people who knows these characters pretty well for all of these years, especially the decades. But look, did the movie have some flaws? Yeah, it actually did. I actually thought the great concept about this movie is that it followed through Man of Steel, which I thought was a greatly uh, not underrated, but just underappreciated film. Now, I'm going to confess to you something. I haven't seen Man of Steel since in the theaters. I'm totally honest with you. I'm on the minority that love the film. By the way, I actually thought the film didn't have no problems. I actually like how they took Superman into another whole level. But obviously, it has this element of being a sci-fi um, a film than a comic book film, but also it's also like an alien from another world. He doesn't know about humanity, but until this film, which by the way, Superman did a fine job in this film. There was. I'm now remember I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but I will hint you on this. Superman, I gotta tell you, he is treated really respectfully in this film. I mean, yeah, there's some pacing problems and some missed opportunities. Perhaps his dialogue wasn't that good. I mean, if you think about it, he doesn't talk as much in this film than he did in Man of Steel because that's his own film. But I thought he will bring a little strong characterization. But then again, Henry Cavill as Superman still bought it. I love how he portrayed Superman, especially whenever he's in the fight scenes and whenever he's like rescuing the people all around. But the best part of this whole film is Batman. I think Batman, Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, has done a phenomenal job portraying this character. I mean, he himself knew that this character. I mean, like, come on. After the Dark Knight trilogy, who can top Christian Bale off? And you got Ben Affleck. I think he portrayed the character respectfully so well. Phenomenal acting, and his character development in that film was so good. So I give props to Zack Snyder on that, especially the writers, because Batman has always been one of the most likable and respected hero of all time, alongside with Superman. So that's the great part. I thought Gal Gadot, she surprised me. Didn't didn't talk as much in the film, but at the same time, who cares? She as Wonder Woman, the fine job. I'm looking forward to her solo film. And I cannot wait what she's gonna bring more into the character of Wonder Woman because uh, she was mostly criticized for her acting abilities too. I mean, as many fans, as many moviegoers do, or the general audience, we all know her from the Fast and Furious trilogy. But enough said with that, though. Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. She's in a great place, and I cannot wait to see more of her and to see what she can bring to the character. So great job. Overall, the film, I felt okay about it. I mean, look, I just came off by seeing it a few hours ago, like around 2 to 4 p.m., or actually 2 to 5 p.m., and I'm still in the thinking process because it's like I love this part, but then I don't like this part. I mean, you could tell what I'm trying to say here is that this film has some pacing problems. The writing is really not that great. At the same time, it's still a likable film. It's an enjoyable film, by the way. It's just that there's some missed opportunities where they're trying to mix everything into this film, you know, and I mean the Dawn of Justice part, pretty much where that leads, to the Justice League. I thought they rushed that so much because in a way I feel like they're trying to compete with Marvel. But then, enough said with that. I totally respect what they're doing because we don't need superhero origins film anymore. We just need to know these characters that are coming now, so that way they are developing them for their solo films after the Justice League, which I think it's a pretty smart idea for Warner Brothers, but also a risky one. But we'll see how that turns out. I mean, obviously, Suicide Squad is coming around the corner this year, so everybody's looking forward to that, and I am myself too. But at the same time, though, pacing problems is there. The acting was great. I mean, obviously from Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot is a surprise. Henry Cavill too, here at times. Lois Lane. I know Amy Adams. I think that's her name. Yeah, Amy Adams did obviously great job with Lois Lane. I mean, she brought so much soul towards Superman, and I love how the chemistry was continued after the events of Man of Steel. But the only thing, yeah, J.C. Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, I didn't buy it. I think he was miscast. I guess. I mean, I really thought so, but I just feel like J.C. Eisenberg, the way he portrayed Lex Luthor was not as good in a way. They made him look like a young jerk. It's just so bad. But look, at the same time, Batman versus Superman, while it has its flaws, and look, I myself, I had to hear reviews, and not read from critics, but I just had to see the reviews from all the reviewers, like from Schmoes No, Collider Videos, Chris Stuckman, by the way, and from all these guys, from their own opinions, they feel about this way, then that way, and this film is pretty much mixed. But I, for one, I really like this film, but it's not as it's enjoyable and likable, obviously, but it's not. It just doesn't hold up till now. I mean, I have to see this film one more time, one or two more times, if anything, to get it in my head. But as an experience wise, to go in the theater and see this film, it's like it's awesome. I mean, the action sequences, pretty much from Batman, though, you can't deny Batman in this film is just so damn fucking good. I mean, I'm serious. So they pulled that off very well. So greetings to Batman. I mean, I'm so happy that Batman is in the film, and he's like one badass hero in this film. So great job on that. Again, I know I'm highly praising Ben Affleck, but he did such a good job. He really did. But while this film has its flaws, I just feel like these problems could be fixed by the time when the director's cut will come out. I think the answers will be there. But then again, would it be the same? I doubt it. But it's still an enjoyable film. It's just it has some pacing problems. It's all over the place sometimes. In a way, no character had a motivation except for Batman. but the way they each character portrayed, it was in their own terms, and the the writing was all over the place. But at the same time, it's still an enjoyable film. It's an experience of a lifetime in the theater, but also something to look back and be like, huh, they explained that well, but who knows, will it hold up till when Justice League comes out for the next 10 years? Because not many people like this film, and I could see why, but at the same time, it's still an enjoyable film. I really recommend this to anybody who didn't watch this. I'm telling you this right now, just watch it and just have fun with it, because I have fun watching the film. Even though it has its problems, I just didn't love it, like enthusiastically, passionately love it. But I liked it. I like the film. I like where it's going to continue on the DC universe, and I hope they fix their mistakes from, from this film, Batman versus Superman, from the the misdialogue, the pacing problems during the film, the editing that has to be fixed too in a way, and some random shots too that doesn't even make sense here and there. But overall, out of 10, I'm gonna give this film a 7 out of 10, which is still a fair score. I mean, I really recommend watching this film. It's just not for everybody, but at the same time, just have fun with it. Just go in there with low expectations. I mean, that's what I did for the most part, and at the end, this film was pretty enjoyable. But no, so with that, 7 out of 10. That's my score. That's in my opinion. But I want to know your opinion. I want to know what are your favorite parts. If not, what sticks you to the most in Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice, and just tell me who is your favorite character and why. Just feel free. Just feel free what you think about the film. If you saw the film, just feel free to minor spoilers there, and I will answer back to you if anything. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you like this video. Comment down below if anything. And also click the like button. That will mean so much. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Edgardo Cervantes here, and there will be more videos like this to come, especially on my dance videos. And I cannot wait to do more videos like this. So keep it dope, everybody. Eddie out, and until next time, peace out. Yeah.